Robots have been developed to help us with various tasks. In the past, robots were limited to using wheels to get around. Now Dr. Luther Palmer at the University of South Florida College of Engineering has turned to the animal kingdom for inspiration.
As we build systems that will walk along soldiers or do search and rescue and collapse buildings, that we use the animal morphology. And that's where the term biomorphic comes from, is we're using the morphology found in biological systems. What we focus on is animal legs, mainly walking on land, running, jumping, climbing on land. Dogs have been used in search and rescue applications. So if we can mimic the mobility of a dog, right, then we could also send it into situations where a dog can't go, such as a hazardous waste cleanup.
Dr. Palmer demonstrates his six-legged invention in the Biomorphics Robotics Lab. This creation was years in the making.
This system here has taken us 4 years to build, and it was probably 2 years of simulation, which involves a lot of algorithm development, and some calculus and trigonometry, and then we actually do the building.
If you're a little rusty on your high school algebra, so are we. So what is an algorithm?
Algorithm is just the plan. It's just the formal plan. It's defined in a way that a computer can understand it, right? So computers often deal with are statements true or false, and then they can make a decision based upon that. It's impossible for us to figure out, okay, for every angle the robot's in, do something different. So what we want to do is we want to create an algorithm that has a small footprint, in other words, the fewest lines of code, that can achieve the most.
The remote control used for this robot is a basic directional device.
What we want the robot to do is to, if I say go straight, we want the robot to go straight regardless of what's in front of it. So I'm really just controlling the direction that the robot's going and the speed that it's moving. So it doesn't sense what's in front of it, it doesn't have any vision sensors, but it's able to overcome whatever terrain it encounters because its legs have this innate ability to look for the ground and be responsive to whatever ground level it encounters. When it walks upon a high obstacle, what it will do is it will start, we can force it to walk slower and to raise its leg up higher, and that puts the leg in a position to overcome a high terrain or a low terrain.
One of the discoveries scientists have made about animal morphology is that our limbs work independently from our brain.
So when an animal's running very fast, there just isn't enough time for legs to communicate with each other. Legs have to operate in what we call a feed-forward manner, which means it doesn't have any feedback from the master controller or from other legs or even from the ground. It has a feed-forward where it's going to go in this pattern, and it has the ability to kind of move away from this pattern as it sees fit without any kind of external feedback.
Dr. Palmer has applied this concept to his robots.
There's a microprocessor in each joint to do low-level control. So this system here just tells, it basically says what should the X, Y, and Z position of the foot be. Right? So X being forward, Y being side to side, and Z being up and down.
Doctoral student John Repito has joined in the effort to understand how we can make robots act more like animals.
Even something as simple as a cockroach, unsightly as they may be, their legs are pretty incredible, and we've actually designed a robot after a cockroach based on its ability to basically climb over and under anything.
This cockroach-like robot with its 6 legs is steered by its human operator, but uses its animal-like feedback loops to climb over obstacles.
Why is the leg of a cheetah different from the leg of a mountain goat? Why is that different from the leg of a centipede or a human? And the diversity in the number of types of legs and the things that it can accomplish is really massive. It's really awe-inspiring to be able to look at something, nature, and it produces all of these things on its own, and we can only hope to be able to emulate them at some point.
The world of running and jumping robots may seem a bit out of reach, but Dr. Palmer thinks practical applications are right around the corner.
I anticipate that we'll be sending legged systems to Mars and other distant planets. I mean, that is what serves to me as the near-term potential of these systems as we push hard to make these systems more robust and more capable.
It takes a lot of passion to put in the long hours to overcome the challenges of creating biomorphic robots.
In order to do robotics, you really have to have a love for problem solving, because you're problem solving a unique scenario in which you have a complicated software structure and a complicated hardware structure. And if something goes wrong, then ferreting out where that issue is can be exhilarating and fun, and it can also be very painful, staying late at night trying to figure out what's going on. And what attracted me to robotics is this mix.